We're getting there. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay. Okay. It is August 6th, and I am here in Setagaya-ku, which is one of the 23 wards of Tokyo. I am outside of Shimo-Kitazawa station. This is my old stomping grounds. This station that's here now is a far cry from the station that was here some 20 years ago when I first arrived here. Shimo-Kitazawa is I always say this, it's kind of like my stomping ground. It's my, I've landed here hardest and first. Seeing and hearing you clearly, Brian. Thank you for that feedback, one person's opinion. Nice to have you here, Kevin. I am just trying my luck here. Kevin's in Australia, I think, and he's on, I think, the time zone that it's going to be a little bit early for some of you. You might still be asleep, unless you're on the East Coast, maybe, of the States, or what's going on. UK and Europe is just waking up right now. And what I'm doing here in Shimo-Kitazawa, I'm seeing if I can, I don't know, have a little bit more luck with finding some record-loving people, because I bizarrely sort of struck out at Shibuya Station. And it's real nice here at Shimo-Kitazawa. I actually had a couple of little updates. Because this probably won't be of that much interest to any of you, but because I figured out some kind of tricky way to use the front camera, or the back camera rather than the front-facing camera, by putting a little selfie monitor on the front of my camera. I'm not really sure which we're calling the back and the front, but the good cameras. I figured out a way to live stream using my phone, using the good cameras that are on our iPhones on the front, and using a little monitor here. Now, what I was having a little bit of issue with was that the good cameras, they had like dust all in them. I had like little spots all over the sensors, and which is, working in photography professionally, I'm constantly in a state of like having my sensors cleaned, and like there's little dust artifacts you catch on your sensor sometimes, and it'll drive you bonkers because you end up cleaning up the same spot over and over and over. It might be like a little piece of oil. It might be like, just a little piece of dust infiltrated your sensor, and you use the blower or use the compressed air, and you try to get the grease off the sensor, but it's impossible to do on the phone. And somehow I got some like grease or dust on the sensors of my phone, and they were leaving little artifacts. Not to mention that, pro tip for anybody who's interested, if you take your phone to AppleCare to have some service done to it, and they ask you if you have your phone attached to a bicycle or a motorcycle, I recommend you tell them that no, you don't, even if you did, because somehow the vibration of motorcycles and bicycles will, hey there, RM, nice to have you here. Happy to have you here. It's a little bit, I'm gonna do my best to read the comments here, but they're coming in the correct way, even though I'm like opposite on the screen. It's all working, so I'm very happy about that. But at any rate, I've taken my iPhone to Apple before, and I've been denied a replacement camera, or I've had to like fork over the $300 or whatever it costs to have them switch out the camera, because I walked in with my motorcycle helmet and I said, hi, and they said, oh, you ride a motorcycle? I said, yeah. And they said, why do you ask? And I said, because your phone is screwed up from being on the motorcycle, so we can't repair it for you. So this time I made sure that all the motorcycle attachments were off. And we're on the lookout for records, by the way. That is the mission today, so I don't want to miss that. But at any rate, because I'm building this up just a little tiny bit. What's up, Yornamore? Nice to see you, dude. I wanted to get the best camera, and my zoom camera was flickering out a little bit. I was having a little bit of issues with it. It's like when the zoom version of the camera was glitching. And so I took it to Apple to kill two birds with one stone. Here, I'll teach you this in Japanese. Iseki nicho. Iseki is one bird, nicho is two. Iseki nicho, no, it's one stone. Iseki, seki is stone. Nicho, Japan has a very strange way of counting things. They count by long, slender things or broad, flat things, or animals bizarrely get counted in different ways than other animals. And interestingly, rabbits and birds, I think, if I have that correct, get counted in the same way or in the same two different ways. Very confusing. Anyway, I wanted to kill two birds with one stone and tried to fix my little zoom issue and my glitching out on the zoom lens. And I also wanted to attend to the grease that was on the sensor. So I took my phone to Apple yesterday, and they gave me I had the Apple Care. I was like, oh, thank God I have it. I was sure I didn't have it, but thank goodness I had it. And I've had the phone for 2 years. So I was very happy when they said that they would replace the camera for free. So now we've got fresh glass. Can you tell? Well, zoom you guys in. What do you think? Hold on. Here's what we'll do. And I can go all the way over here. And I should be still coming in crystal clear. And I'm very far away. I'm like, I don't know, 3 meters away, 4 meters away from the phone. So coming back in. It's a little tricky to operate, but I only know ichi, ni, san, shi. Yes, that's in Japanese. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks to the song. Yeah, I know ifu mi yo. That's ifu mi yo. I know that from Happy End, and that's an interesting that you said that. Ichi, ni, san, shi. Is that what you said? Ichi, ni, san, shi. Ichi, ni, san, shi is 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's actually a very old way to count Japanese, which is ifu mi yo. Ifu mi yo. And there's a great Happy End record where I think it's the third record, and they started out and they say ifu mi yo. It's a really cool way to like. That's a pro tip. You want to sound cool on your rock and roll show? Count it off as ifu mi yo. Ifu mi yo. All right, 1, ifu mi yo. That's the way you do it. That's really cool. And so today you'll notice I've got this really goofy tenugui on my head. I will tell you what a tenugui is. And again, like, we're still on the lookout for record collectors. But this is my new design. And I know you're thinking, this guy is out of his mind. What is he thinking? But yes, this is my new look for the summer. I've been known to do sillier things, but this is my utilitarian and also fashion statement of wearing the tenugui on the head, sort of like I could tame it down. I could go sort of, uh-oh, I've lost the screen here. All right, how do we do this? Uh-oh, hold on a second. Give me 1 second, hold on. Let's see here. Come on, baby. Okay, hold on, we're gonna get there. I'm using this light, so pro tip, if you wanna like find a big broad light source that sort of casts off good light and use it as your light source. Now I'm gonna take my phone off here and I'm gonna try to, hold on a second. Give me a second. If I disappear, then I will come back. Oh, by the way, this is the screen that I've got. This is what's going on here. I've got like a little monitor, and the phone that I'm on is connected to this little monitor, and for some reason it just disconnected, and it didn't do that before. But I'm going to try to restream to it, and I'm going to navigate away from this video, and I may get kicked off. And if I do, I'm sorry, but I will be right back. Let's see, how can I do this? Hey, I think it worked. So we'll go back here. Okay, locked back on. Switch the cameras. Let's hope it worked. Oh, dang it. What's going on there? That's not good. I should check it. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, we seem to be okay. Okay. So the tenugui. The tenugui is different than the furoshiki in the sense that I will tell you. I don't really want to undo my thing, but that is a tenugui. It's a long, narrow sort of just cloth. That's all it is. There's nothing really too much to it. But it is a, they make these swaths of fabric, and they dye them. And typically they dye them in these like really lovely indigo dyes. This is the traditional Japanese wave. This is a nami. This is like the Japanese wave. You might have seen this pattern. It's one of the like many traditional patterns that you'll see. And they're used for all different kinds of things. And again, it's this shape. It's this long rectangular shape. And there's another version of this called the furoshiki. And the furoshiki is a square version, and it's generally a typically slightly nicer piece of fabric. It's not necessarily so utilitarian. The tenugui really can be used for anything. It can be used to clean up a mess. It can be used to tie around your head to keep. It can be used to keep the sweat off you. It can be used to. I used to tie them always to my Carpenter, my Carhartt, like hipster, dungarees, the little hammer loop on them. I used to tie them, and because in public toilets, generally there's not a paper towels, or there's sometimes blowers, but when my kids were real little, as a way to just like never have to remember to bring towels out for when they wash their hands, I would just tie a tenugui to the side of my trousers, so it looked kind of like this. It was like, it was like a little thing that hung off my hammer loop on my Carhartts, and I thought it was kind of cool. And it resembled something like of Steven Tyler's microphone stand. I could even tie one onto my microphone here, and that's kind of like what it was, right? And then when I just stopped wearing Carhartts or something, and I still wanted tenugui, so to have them around because they're really useful to have. And so these guys have records. I actually, these guys right here have records. I'll definitely hit them up. They look very interesting and cool. And so all summer long, I typically like soak them in water, or soak them in water and then like put them in the fridge. And then when I leave in the house, I'll tie one around my neck, and it'll keep me cool for the day. And then I'll before I go home, like I'll put it, and I can see like there's just people rolling all around with tenuguis around their necks. But the other day, it was really hot, and I was just like, it was around my neck, and it was so hot that it wasn't even like, it's been miserably, unbearably hot here. And it was so hot that like it was kind of like not that nice around my neck. I just was like, it was like a necktie. And so I just temporarily kind of tied it around my head like a do-rag, like a Aunt Jemima. I don't know if that's PC, but like I just tied it around my head like this. And just to keep it off of my head, but it was wet on the back of my head. And it felt so good. It felt great. I was like, oh man, it's really actually cool. And somehow it like kept me cool all day long. And I was like, I just kept feeling it. I was like, wow, this is nice. And then I went to the toilet, completely forgot that it was on my head. And I walked through my office, and everybody was like, what's on your head, Brian? And I was like, oh, you like that? And they're like, that's my tenugui. And they're like, you're crazy. And I'm like, it's cool though, right? And they were like, it is kind of cool. And I was like, I think this is going to be my new thing. So just from yesterday, this is I'm going to try to make it a little bit nicer. This is kind of the ridiculous version, but yeah, come on now, give it up for the crazy, I don't know what we're calling it, Tokyorecordstyle. This is the Tokyorecordstyle. You started a new tenugui fashion. I'm telling you, man, it's kind of like, it's got a little caveman-y thing. You can do kind of that to it. It's got a couple of, hey, wait, I want to hit these guys up. These guys look so interesting. Hey, you guys, could I chat you up about your records? Did you score some records? It's a record lover thing. I'm a record collector too, and like, it's records. You guys want to? It's records. Okay.
You probably don't know this.
Well, can you come share about it with us?
No?
No?
I'm in a hurry.
Okay, all right. They don't want to. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, like really, like, okay, that's okay. But they were really interesting looking and like too cool for school. She had kind of tattoos all over her, and she could not be bothered. Like overly. That's okay. There'll be more. I think I see, is this somebody? I see some really interesting. So Shimokita is kind of a college town, not exactly, but I'll give you a quick, I said I was freeballing. That wasn't the word I was looking for the other day. I was raw dogging, which is the same thing essentially, but I've taken the case off of my camera here. I need to get because for this whole contraption to work, I've got my like case off of it. And if I'm not careful, of course, I'll slip and it'll break the camera, and I don't want to do that. So I need to get a little case here, but I'm here at the the new rotary. This used to be like a little black market that was so charming and so nice, and they turned it into a bus rotary. And you'll note that there's there's somebody playing guitar over here. Let me see if I can get them in frame. Is that them over there? Let's see if I go this way. It's a little bit confusing. Can you guys hear them? They're playing some music. And there's a big festival that's going to happen apparently this weekend. That's where all those paper lanterns, the Chochin lights are out, those red paper lanterns that are hanging from the swing, hanging from the rope. I really just noticed that today is the first day that they put this, well, this is confusing, like everything's upside down. It's like a camera, it's like a large format camera where right is left and left is right. But they put a fence around this big plaza, and I hope this is not permanent, because if it is, that sucks. That's not a good design. That's a very bad design. Shame on the person who came up with the fence plan. That's awful. So anyway, I'm here at this plaza. This is the old Shimo-Kitazawa station. Man, I have this amazing memory of the day that they closed down. I'm gonna start this new series, I think, where I'm going to go around to spots in Tokyo that like are great memories, places that I have some great memory of, and this is definitely one of those spots, because we were here on the last day of the station, and there were these famous steps that went up, this big sort of Spanish stair steps, and like everybody, all the cool people in town were there like midnight, the day before the shutters were going to close for the very last time. And I was like the photographer who photographed these amazing photos in this giant cast of all these cool hippies and punks. It was really fun. It was a really great memory. And then the station came down, and they did a whole bunch of stuff with the line. They put one of the lines underground, and they sort of untangled this web of like ding, 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 ding. The fruit economy is constantly, blocking traffic and foot traffic, and so it's lost a little bit of its charm, but it's gained a little bit too. So, and maybe I brought you here to Shimo-Kitazawa a lot of times, but I will keep coming here. I mean, this is really kind of the place I know the most and the best and the longest, and so, but. Yeah, you've already been to a bunch of places, but I'll continue coming back here again and again, and we'll do some like walking tours around Shimo-Kitazawa and so on. I'll continue to show some places. In fact, I thought about even today walking around to do this Vox Pop kind of thing, walking around with the camera, but I'm not going to do it without some safety stuff. I need to get a case, like a heavy duty case that's not this one. The case that I have for this setup somehow blocks. It's not working. I tried it, but it doesn't work. So I need to like work on that. Man, it's too bad that they were non-Japanese people. Those two people that just denied me a moment ago, which he was really wanting to talk about the records. He said like, you've probably never heard of this, and I was like, well, come talk about it. And I could, as soon as I said records, I love records too. He was like, and she was like, oh God, really? You're gonna talk to this guy? So, you could tell that he wanted to talk about it. So what I'm on the lookout for right now is a bag that looks like this, Disc Union. Disc Union has a big outpost here in Shimokita. And Shimokita's got something like 15 record stores. There's a lot of record stores here. There's, let's see if I can rattle a bunch of them. There's Rana Music, Rana. There's Flash Disc Ranch. I'm just kind of thinking from that way to this way. There's Record Station, Disc Union. Shall I count them off? Rana, Jet Set, Record Station, Flash Disc Ranch, Disc Union, Pianola. What else is here? Help me out, friends. Yeah, I've got 6 there. I'm pretty sure there's like over 10. Oh, there's some records. Oh, let me see if I can catch these guys. すみません。今日レコード買った？レコード？ちょっと今日レコード買った？僕もなんかレコードコレクターちょっと3分ぐらいがありますか？ちょっと今 YouTube YouTube
あ
はどうですか？
あ、そう。
ダメ？
いいです。
あ、じゃあ、come on。レコードコレクターですか？じゃあ、お願いし。YouTube、カップルですか？違います、友達。OK、友達。じゃあ、私の名前はブライアンです。ブライアン、はじめまして。何さん？ Let me come over
私
here.
は韓国人です。韓国人です。
あ、韓国人。でも日本語、英語、English is better. どっちの方がいい？日本語。Are you Japanese? Are you Korean too? Japanese. Okay, nice. Okay. So this project is called tokyorecordstyle. 最近韓国のrecord culture is boom, すごい boom ですね。There's like a real,
今ですか？
right?
そうですね。今、分ですが、分
いや、like すごい大人気になったね。
そうですね。多分、日本の方がもっと多い。
どこ？
日本の
ね。
レコードシーン、
right.
レコードシーンがちょっともっと多いです。
そうですね。But I saw this like なんか listening cafes and like a すごい like 目立つの大きななんかrecord library or something like that in Seoul だった。
ソウルも多いあるけど、なんかレコード文化？
いや、最高。I'm just going, 素晴らしい。韓国人だけど。
レコード文化が、今もちっちゃい、I think ちょっとちっちゃいです。
What about 値段？ How's the 値段？レコードの値段、韓国の値段と日本の値段は何がどの近いですか？同じ？
レコード。
Price。
多分ディスコとか、ファンクとかソウルとか音楽レコードはなんか同じだけどシティポップとか J-POP は日本の方が本当に安いです。
面白い。Okay, so the city pop is really popular in Korea and Seoul and everything else, all genres are 大体同じ。They're basically the same. 今日なんか、ごめん。So 僕の名前もう一回、Brian です。This project is called tokyorecordstyle という。You went to Jet Set and Disc Union. ちょっと1枚とか2枚。Please show us one or two records you got.
シティポップです。
Nice. Okay. 誰 Okay. ニナアツコさん。Alright. かわいい。なんで知ってる？ Why do you know this record? Nice! おめでとう。これどこに買った？ Where'd you buy this? You bought this at Disc Union.
Disc Union.
This was Disc Union purchase, right?
Yes.
これは何時代かな？ 80なんとか We don't know. 85, 83, 87. 86か。Okay. And
86代ですね。
これなんで知ってる？なんで好き？知ってYeah. Do you know? これ知ってますか？ Do you know it? この曲ちょっと知ってますか？大ファンですか？
私も
Okay.
私がワンダーランドユエミシティが好きです。
Okay, nice. Alright. おめでとう。高かった？安かった？
ちょっと高いけど、
Okay.
これ
秘密、どのぐらいかな
？5000ぐらい。
Wow, ちょっと高い。Okay, 5,000 yen. That's not exactly cheap. Okay.
安いです。
安いか。じゃあお願いありがとうございます。他に Jet, so that is Disc Union's bag. That's the Disc Union bag でしょ？じゃあ Jet Set has actually quite a nice bag. これ Jet Set の袋見てもいいですか？ Hold on, let me just show this. Jet Set's bag is really nice. It has like actually Jet Set has like the best bag in all of Tokyo. It's got a clear bag here, and you can see like their headquarters is in Kyoto, and yeah, you can see so great graphic design. 今日 Jet Set から何買った？ What'd you buy from Jet Set? これ何？ Cindy. Okay, Angel Touch by Cindy. Very nice. Okay. 知らない。これは何時だ？これもシティポップかな？
はい、シティポップ、リーシュアルバムです。
リーシュ、ちょっとわかんない。
リオリバル。
Okay.
リオリバルアルバムです。
なるほど。
オリジナルじゃないです。
そうね、reissue。なるほどね。でも可愛い。She looks good. And then singles も買おう。You bought a lot of singles too. おめでとう。Spanish Hustle, Fatback Band. これ何？ Fumi, nandake.
You are the one for me.
You are the one for me.
Different
Okay.
music.
And some chic. And wow, well done. Okay, so, これは Jet Set からもう。これ全部 Jet Set で買った。You bought all these at Jet
めっちゃ
Set.
安いです。これ、300
300円な感じ。300, 400 yen from, well done.
こ
Okay.
れが600ぐらい
Okay.
600円ぐらい。
なるほど。
これが多分300ぐらい。これが、
ありがとう。Record Station も買った。Okay, Record Station also. でも Record Station もらった。バッグもらったね。Okay, yeah. Alright, ありがとうございます。ごめん、名前なんですか？ What's your name?
ニックネームですか？
ニンニン。
ニックネーム
Nickname, sure.
ニックネーム is the Chupop.
Chupop.
です。
Chupop,
韓
okay.
国の DJ です。
Okay, nice. Alright. And living in Seoul?
Yes, yes.
Okay, do you know Lemon Pop? There's a shop, Lemon Pop shop. There's a really cool vintage hi-fi goods called Lemon Shop. I met
店名前が？
何？
店名前ですか？
そうですよ。そうです。
ソウル？
Seoul in Seoul. Yeah, Lemon なんとかおすすめ。ちょっと探して、Lemon なんとかなんとかすごいかっこいいのvintage vinyl shop. Are you a record collector too? No, not okay. 何かシェアしたい？Do you want to share? 何さんですか？ What's your name? アズさん。Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping. Brian です。今日レコードも買った。最高。Hey Jude. Nice. Nice. Beatles. Hey Jude. With the Obi. Very nice score. アズさん。おめでとう。I love this. これはなんかDon't Let Me Down は多分このアルバムだけ。There's one record only. それだけ？ごめん、めんどくさい。Sorry. いいですか？ Share. Oh, there's Record Station's bag. So Record Station's on Ichiban Guy. They've got a great shop. A lot of kind of hip hop. 他に何買った？ Almost. Okay. Something on the Casablanca label. 100円ね。Okay. Donna Summer. Nice. Some Donna Summer. Single, 12-inch single. Hot Surf, Bad Girls. Dim All the Lights. And Eagles, Hotel California. Okay. Some classic rock. Nice. Azu-san. Nice job. おめでとうございます。素晴らしい。Okay. Azu and Nani Pop. Kun. Ju-Pop. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. 本当にありがとうございます。インスタとかなんかシェアしたい？ Do you want to share your Insta? 大丈夫です。インスタも DJ Ju-Pop はインスタシェアしたい？
My Insta?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's see if there's any questions. 質問あるかもしれない。Hold on. Very cool interview, Brian. Okay, ask them if they know ACDC もちろん知ってるよ。They know ACDC.
ACDC.
Okay. Cool collectible record bag. Ongaku was the only word I picked up. Okay, where's the Google Translate? Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, Insta は
My Insta?
してもいい？ Okay. Share してもいい？
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna write it down, but we'll get it on there. Okay, JOOPOP89. Okay. Ju-Pop. ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。おめでとうございます。ごめんなさい。ちょっとうるさいが、enjoy してください。これからなんか listening party。これからなんか音楽聴きます。OK。じゃあ楽しんでください。本当にありがとう。これは大好き。I love this record。なんでビートルズ好き？親は好きだった？ OK。これビートルズは結構元ありますか？初めて。OK。おめでとうございます。楽しんでください。おやすみなさい。じゃあバイバイ。韓国語なんていうの？アンニョンイケセヨ。アンニョンイケセヨ。アンニョン。ナイス。アンニョン。ありがとうございます。アンニョン。How many da? Forgetting. How many da? Thank you, I think is how do you say thank you in Korean. Oh, that's embarrassing. I should know some basic Korean. Okay, that was cool. They were Korean. Okay. Yeah, you're okay. I said to him, "Hey, are you guys Japanese?" And he says, I couldn't quite pick up what he was saying. He said, "Oh, I'm Korean." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Wait, should we speak English or should we speak Korean?" He said, "Oh, we can speak yeah." So there you go. Two native Japanese people using Japanese to communicate. It's kind of interesting. I should have asked him about how many times he's been to Japan. I know Ju-Pop and Azu, they were lovely. And she bought some Beatles records, right? That's cool. Okay, let's see if we can find any others. Okay, we're getting there. We got some questions in. Do they know AC/DC? We got one question in. I wonder if she said her parents. I said, how did you get into Beatles? And she said, oh, her parents liked the Beatles. I said, is this your first Beatles record? Or do you have a bunch of Beatles records? And she said, no, this is my first one. I said, oh, okay, nice. I think somebody help me out here, but Hey Jude, that's like an American only, was like an American market thing, right? That wasn't a, something like that, right? It was a special, I don't know what the history of that one is. It's like, was a contractual obligation or something like that. And I think I think all these songs on there are on other things except Don't Let Me Down, I don't think is on anything else. It's kind of like Hey Bulldog is only on Yellow Sub or something like that. It's one of those, that's a special song on there. And I don't know why Don't Let Me Down gets shade, but I bought that album because of Don't Let Me Down, which is why I remember that. I think, if I remember correctly, I might be crossing some wires, but I think that was basically it. Pathetically, I've never been to Korea. It's like 2 hours away by plane, and like lots of friends are like total Koreanophiles. And they go multiple times a year. It's like, it's cheaper to go to Seoul than it is to go to like Okinawa. And for whatever reason, I've never been. And I really would like to go. And especially like now, it seems to be getting really interesting. Don't Let Me Down was put on past masters. Also Let It Be Naked, also a 7-inch, okay? But it's not in like Canon Beatles, right? I worked in Korea, said Kevin. Very cool. Okay, where in Korea did you work, Kevin? One person's opinion. Let's see. I like the New Zealand. I have it from the States, but it's kind of cool that she had the Obi on it, right? How would you get me to show you my records in the street? How would I get you to show me your records on the street? I'd be like, I'd have to use maybe some reverse psychology on 4D. Oh, come on, dude, don't be like that. You'd be like, I don't have time. I don't have time. But come on, man. I'd win you over. I'd kill you with some kindness, 4D. I'd win you over. Okay, well, 8:30. That means that still pianola is open. Flash is closed. Rana is still open. Flash closes at 8. I think Record Station closes at 7. They close like really early. And Face is no longer in, or General Records is no longer, that was another one I forgot. General Records, but I think they're closed. I think they're no longer here. So yeah, we got another 30 minutes. We might be able to sneak another person or two in. Could you hear me when I dashed off? I assumed that you could hear me okay. Was everything okay there? Yes. Let's see. Don't Let Me Down has the same emotional tone as Stand By Me, which Lennon sang in his last public performance. Don't let me down. Whoa. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I will go ahead and try it. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but I want to try to appeal to you guys really without any expectations whatsoever. But I bought the thing. I bought the little, microphone flag. It arrived today. When I go home, it's going to be waiting there for me. And it was like $2 from China. And from Temu or whatever it's called. I think I've made one other purchase from Temu, but it was super cheap. And I got 2 of them actually. And maybe we'll put them both to use. We'll do, because this is a microphone and this is also a microphone. So there's another little mic. That's how that works. And, but I want to get stickers. I want to get some stickers, like just some little happy face stickers. I don't know if you know the Tokyo Record Style like mascot, but I have a little design and it's a happy face. It's like, kind of, what is that? Like smile, have a nice day, shit happens, that happy face smile. But instead of the smile, it's got a tone arm. And I actually kind of worked a little hard on the design. It's not just like, it didn't just like, and it's like 8,000 yen to order like 500 stickers or something like that. And it might even, I could probably find it less, but I kind of want to get slightly, just ever so 1 degree up from the shittiest ones that you can get. And if you like what you're watching and you like this Vox Pop thing and you want to see more of it and you want to see it get better and better, I want to be able to like have the little mark on the microphone, and I want to be able to give everybody who I meet or anybody who's just curious about the thing stickers. So if you're so inclined, if anybody puts $3 or $5 or $10 or something towards the stream, I don't know how you would possibly even do it. I don't even know if it's possible. But if you can, don't feel obliged. Also, if there's not a way to do it on the stream, you can actually go to tokyo.record.style. That's the website, tokyo.record.style, or tokyorecordstyle.com. They both go to the same place. And there's a little contribute button on there. So that's what I'm going to do with the next 8,000 yen that I can muster up, is I'm going to buy 500 Tokyo Record Style stickers, and I'm going to give them to people. In fact, I just forgot I had my Miro stickers here. Okay, I would really love to get 3 people. I mean, I would love to get like 3 before this little session is over. The Inokashira line is going overhead. That's my train line. And I can see there's a band over here. I mean, this is one of the things that I fell in love with about Shimo-Kitazawa. I was like, these guys have that's like a case of like guitar pedals. And he's putting his guitar on his back right now. This was the thing that I fell in love when I came to Shimo-Kitazawa for the first time. I saw dozens of these guys, like little bands coming from practice, little people sitting on the streets playing music, you know. Can you see her? There she is. I think it's a her. It might be a him. And you know, just like cool people all over the place. And I was like, wow, what's going on here? Here comes another group of, there's bands going in every direction. There's just like heaps of guys all over the place, and gals too, with guitars on their backs and drums cases and piano, you know, keyboards and stuff. So I don't know if like the Koenji residents or the Kichijoji residents or maybe Shinjuku or Shibuya residents might duke it out for who's got sort of the most live houses and where the like music town is. I think Koenji's kind of got like an edge on Shimokita, but Shimokita does its best. There's a lot of live houses here. They call them live houses. A lot of music in Shimokita. It's a very young and vibrant place. Okay, Disc Union. So I want everybody to like take note just a little bit of this light. Audio breaking up. Okay. It might just yeah, be settling in. Or it might go away and come back and go away and come back. If it stays choppy, let me know. I got called out for the audio being not so great for a little bit, and then it turned out to be okay for the rest of the stream. Oh man, I'll tell you what I need more than stickers are some new glasses. I can't see anything. My glasses are so scratched up. But I feel actually kind of good that look how bad these, look how awful. Are yours worse than mine? They're so scratched up. No, what I wanted to say for you to take notice of is this light. Look at the quality of light on me. It's like really nice. It's this big giant map. And it's just putting off this broad light, and it's the perfect lighting. And I often use lights like this from the, you know, from signage or from, you know, maybe a vending machine. I find light that's just, you know, it's above me, and it's, you know, just putting off a soft diffuse light, and it makes for great street portraits. So I'm proud of myself that I found this place. Actually, here's how this, I was writing about how this, you know, I saw some comments that were like, man, I don't know how you could do it. I could never like get on the street and just like talk to a camera while there's people standing all around. And to me, not only is that not intimidating, I'm not going to say it's like completely without, nervousness, but generally like it's a thrill, like it's a fun, like I live for it. It's actually like a great thrill. And I don't think of it at all whatsoever as like I think my heart's not really beating out, but like navigating a conversation can be like a little bit of a, you get a little bit, something awkward might come out, but generally that's also fun. But I'll tell you that when we started this photo giving project, now I have this project I've talked about a lot called photohoku. Tohoku is the region of Japan that was devastated by the tsunami. And I've explained it so many times, but basically it's just this photo giving project, and we use big, large format cameras, and we give photos to families in need and families that were affected by the big earthquake here back in 2011. And we had to get our team of our band of bad news bears from Tokyo up to Tohoku. We had to get like photographers from Tokyo up to Tohoku, and we had to like get supplies for the album cafe, and we had to buy photo out. We had to do like there was some cost involved, or there is some cost involved. And Fujifilm gave us so much film that we actually came down to, like, we came out on the streets of Tokyo on the weekends. We basically went to Tohoku once a month for 3 years, and then we went once a quarter for about 5 years, and now we go about once a year. And in those first few years, like, it would cost us $1,000 to get up there and back. And the way that we raised money to get ourselves up there and back was to come to the streets of Shimokitazawa and set up mobile pop-up photo booths. I would set up a camera on a big tripod, and then we would bring our giant banner, and it had all this giant collage of photographs on it. And I had a little cardboard sign, and it was like a lemonade stand, and I'll pull up a photo and I'll share it sometime, but it's just like literally a cardboard sign that said, one photo, instant photo, 500 yen. One instant photo, 1 coin, or something like that. So these people would come and they'd see the camera and they'd see the strobe and they'd be like, what's going on here? And I'd say, oh, it was 500 yen for a photo. And then they'd stay there and I'd take their photo, and then we'd talk a little bit and we'd tell them about the project, and then I'd give them a photo, off they'd go, and the next person would come and I'd make a photo of them. And we raised the money to get ourselves to Tohoku and back so that we could do this volunteer project by raising money on the streets of basically Shimokitazawa. We did it all over Tokyo, but Shimokitazawa was and so I would come here on my bicycle, and I had like a little wagon on the back of my bicycle, like one of those trailers that the kids can ride in, 2 kids can ride in, and I would fill it up with studio stuff and a big camera, and I would ride my bike here, and I would set up my camera at one of these, just like anywhere with a nice light. And I'd set up my thing, and I'd have my little sign, and then the cops would tell me, hey, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, we're raising, and they're like, move along, you can't stay here. And we're like, okay. We'd move down the street and we'd do it somewhere else. And then they'd come and they'd tell us, move along. Then Tsubaki-san at Flash Disc Ranch said to us, what are you doing? You're here one time, you're here another time. And we told him, well, we just keep getting shoot along, and we're just trying to raise some money for this project. And he said, you're making photos for people to pay for your transportation costs to get you to Tohoku to do this volunteer project. He said, you can take over the front of my record shop, and you can have your little studio here. And if anybody comes to complain to you at all, you tell them that you have permission from me to be here. And I was like, instant Flash Disc Ranch super fan. So we sat up there dozens and dozens and dozens of times, making photographs for basically like drunk people at the end of their night who were just, coming out of restaurants and bars, and who wanted to, like cap off a night with a great photo. So like, that's kind of where I cut my teeth doing this. And not just that, but like the project itself. So like the art of photography is like killing tension with humor, with lightheartedness real quick. Because that's what you need to do, is you need to get people comfortable so that they look natural in a photo. Generally, that's what you're going for. And even if you're not going for natural, you still need them to you need their trust. So the photography, like a monkey could push the button. Like there's nothing really to it. The aperture and all that stuff, it's like dead easy to do. It's the, hey, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. That's the art of photography, really. And I mean, at least portraiture. And, you know, I've did my 10,000 hours. So, hey, Scott, DJ Vinyl Vertigo in the house. Nice to see you, dude. Outside of Shimokitazawa Station, looking for disc union bags. And like, I think it's like literally you got to post up in front of a shop. I think that's the way to do it. I really don't want to do that, but I really want to try to do it in this kind of plaza. I want it to be like this plaza thing. But yes, I'm going to keep doing it. And actually, I'm going to do it tomorrow night. I'm going to go back to Shibuya tomorrow night because I want to test my luck. Good afternoon from Glasgow, Scotland. Nice, dude. Glasgow. Oh man, that city I saw on a list of like 15 places that you must visit before you go. I just want to go. I want to go to all those cities. I want to go to, I have some friends in, what's the town? Dunedin. I want to go to Edinburgh. I want to go to Glasgow, and I want to go to this town called Dunedin. It's like a kind of a mouthful. That's not New Zealand, is it? That is Scotland, right? Dunedin. Are you familiar with Ernst Haas? Lomu camera photos. Lomo? Are we talking about Lomo? I'm a fucking massive fan of Lomo. And I don't know that photographer's name. It kind of goes in one ear and out the other often. You know, this reminds me, speaking of that, reminds me a little bit of that Steve Martin, you know, like the arrow through the head. It's got a little bit of that thing going on. No, but I'm sure I'm a huge fan of lomography and the Lomo concept and the Lomo story, actually. Sorry to not be paying completely attention. I'm like on the lookout for records too. And we might, 8:45 here. Disc Union's been closed for 45 minutes. That's just goes to show that it's got to be done a little bit earlier. Tell me about the Lomo photographer. Man, the quality, I think, is looking real good. I'm real proud of myself for this quality. Let me see if I missed any comments. Okay. Yes, a flashy microphone logo would attract more people. Yes, give them confidence to approach, look more pro. I think so. So hook me up, help me out here. Help me grow this thing, guys. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking to like build it out. I'm working hard. I mean, I'm having fun, but I'm working for a living. When you moved, okay, yes, I'll try to stay in one place. The microphone issues. It's better now? Okay. Brian is my alter ego in some crackerbox dimension in an alternate universe. Okay. Scott's here. Good afternoon. Okay, yeah. Okay, DJ JVV. Oh, you guys are, I love this. Okay, DJ Vinyl Vertigo. Okay. Did you, Paul Weller? Okay, I missed it. It's Paul. Okay, are you familiar? Dunedin. It's kind of like a, come on, camera. Dunedin is in New Zealand. There's another one. Maybe Dunedin is the like Edinburgh of New Zealand. Maybe that's where I'm getting confused. It might be. It might be like the Edinburgh of New Zealand. Now I'm thinking that's actually what it is. Oh, I'd like to go there too. Haas created slow exposure blurred photos to create movement. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It sounds really interesting. I'd like to explore more. DU, Disc Union. Yes, we're looking for some Disc Union bags, but sadly, I'm not finding any. We did good. I mean, really all we need is kind of one. The thing that I should do, the thing that I'm not doing is that like normally if I didn't have this whole apparatus and if I wasn't live streaming, what I would do is I would do the exact same conversation essentially with those guys that I did earlier, except there'd be no camera, there'd be no live stream. And I would say to them, you know, let me make your photo for the photo project. And I actually didn't bring my camera today, but I'm doing the photos less and less, and I really need to be doing them more and more. But this is like, I'm ignoring my main job and my main purpose, which is to write and photograph. This is goofing off. I admit it. It really feels like goofing off. I'm like, yeah, stealing candy from a baby, essentially. It's not like it's dead easy. If I could just find some damn people, and I saw that comment about getting an intern to catch some people. Not a bad idea. Who wants to come intern for me? Maybe you need an intern or assistant to be on the lookout for record bag folks. Yeah. Am I saying it right? Dunedin. Dunedin is also a town in Central Florida. I see some non-Japanese guys looking at me. Okay. Well, not too... We'll ask a band. I see some band folks over there. Okay. I need a cane and like I need to put on this little show for you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Some tap dance. Ba-da-da, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ring. Summertime gal. Tell you this by wire, by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire, on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone. Tell me, tell me, tell me I'm your very own. Tell me I'm your own. Oh, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime summertime gal. Send me a kiss by wire, by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire, on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me, tell me, tell me I'm your very own. Tell me I'm your own. Show me your records. That's a good call, Dan B. Show me your records. That's the move. It's a cardboard sign. That's a great idea. Dude, I love it. I owe you for that one. That is a good idea. You've become a character in your own Vox Pop video. Well, no apologies. I don't know if I've become anything. I think I'm just, I just am. The pigeons are out. Okay. I don't like this feeling. I don't mind it. But I'm like, oh, my friends are like waiting for people to meet. And I don't want you to have come to the party and for me to be like, oh, I promise the guest of honor is coming just a little bit longer. Just wait just a little bit longer. And everybody's like, is the guest really coming? 40, you got to keep these comments smaller. It's a little bit hard for me to read them. I have to reach around here. Let's see. Seems couples are more open to interviews. Actually, it's not that hard to reach around and do it like this. No singletons in the last 2 weeks, I think. Let's see. So if you're going to stop me on the street, Bri, you'll have to fix me up with a girl. Oh, no. That's a big ask, 40. Okay, we'll do our best. Let's see. Is that hanky tied around your cap so it doesn't fly away? So I don't fly away. It's so I don't fly away, or so I do fly away. Yes, it's not exactly a hanky, Adrian. It's a tenugui, and you'll have to rewind to the beginning of the stream to hear about it. Yes, I admit it's rather goofy, but it's not rather. It's supremely goofy, but it's on brand. I think it's on brand, and also it's just it's kind of fun. I think it's a statement. I dig it. I'm into it. I think I unraveled it. It actually looked quite nice when it was all done. Now it looks a little bit like post-coitus or something. It looks a little, whew. But I'm going to keep going. I have a giant tenugui collection. I have like 100. I have so many different patterns. I love this one. And actually, I will tell you about this one. And this may be the end of this thing because I don't know if we're going to get anybody else. Silly story. Okay, here it is. It's rather stupid, but I'll tell the whole story. I'll tell you the whole story. I've told it before, but forgive me if this is not the first time you've heard it. But I wanted to go to this place in Tokyo. It was my second day in Japan. I wanted to go to this place called Asakusa. I wanted to go to like this really cool, like downtown, old-timey, like sort of a tourist place called like downtown, the old downtown. And I found it on the map, and it was called Asakusa, Asakusa. So I look for it on the map and I find it and I say, okay, I gotta take the whatever line and then I gotta transfer there and I gotta go there. This is a map. This is before the iPhone, and there's some lovelies. And then I go there. I get out of the station. I'm looking around, and I said, "Where's the old?" I found like a Western-looking dude, and I'm like, "Hey, where's the like old downtown area? I'm kind of lost." And he said, "Here?" And I said, "Yeah, this is Asakusa, right?" And he said, "No, this is Akasaka." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I said." He said, "No, you want to go to Asakusa. This is Akasaka." And my like dyslexia led me to the wrong place. So I'm like, well, I said, how do I get to Asakusa from here? And he said, maybe chalk it up as a lost cause and like stay and go to Azabajuban Matsuri. So I go to this festival at like this nearby neighborhood, and there was this enormous festival. And these guys, it's a long story. I'll try to make it a little bit shorter, but I met these guys on the street. They were smoking rollies, I think, and that started a conversation. And next thing I know, they're like asking me if I ride motorcycles, and we're talking about motorcycles. And then they said like, "Hey, you want to go over? Like, we have another motorcycle. Can you really ride?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Come, let's go ride around motorcycles." I just met these guys on the street, like my same age. They ended like it got to be like midnight. They're like, "Where are you going tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, my friend's parents live here. You know, like my friend's mother and her step and her husband live here, and I'm staying with them like out in the boonies kind of." They're like, "Come stay with us in Shinjuku tonight." And I was like, "Okay." So I called my like homestay people, you know. I'm like, "Hey, I'm not I met these crazy guys and they like invited me over to their place." And my friend Doc, she's like, go, you found it worked out, like go for it, have fun." So I go to these guys' house. They've got like records galore on the wall. They've got like lava lamps, and like I've told the story, but it was like they were like Japanese hippie punks. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I found them. They're here." And then I never ended up going back to my friend's mother's house. I just stayed with these guys for like the next 10 days. And I just became like best buds with these guys. And they took me here. They brought me here. And then when they brought me here, they took me all around Japan. They took me all around Tokyo. Every day we were riding motorcycles, having a blast. Like I've been in Japan like 2 days. And I'm like, just like having the time of my life. And they brought me here. And that's when I started seeing like, I was like, "What's this place?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is Shimokita." And I'm like, well, "This is amazing." And they're like, "Yeah, it's awesome." And I said, like, it's like full of like murals and artists and punks and hippies and weirdos. And man, this place is awesome. Well, you guys should have brought me here ages ago. And said, "Yeah, maybe we should have." And I got to be really good pals with these guys, and they introduced me to their whole circle of friends. And then on my last day in Tokyo, they hosted this giant party for me. And this big sushi zume, we all like, they got all this fixins for sushi, and we all like rolled sushi and had this big sushi party. And I got showered with gifts. They gave me a pair of sandals. They gave me like a wallet. They gave me a bunch of snacks, and they gave me a bunch of just like things for travel. And they gave me a tenugui. They gave me, coincidentally, not this exact one, but this exact same pattern. This pattern is like, how to explain it? It's like, you can find this pattern. This is the most common tenugui pattern. It's the most standard pattern. So they gave this to me, and something similar had happened to me like this when I had on that very first trip. I got given an umbrella, like a cheap 7-Eleven, like 100 yen umbrella in the pouring rain one day. This little old lady came out. She saw me like stuck under a ledge, like hiding from the rain, and she gave me this umbrella. And I was like, "Oh my God, no." And she said, "No, take it." I'm like, "No." I thought it was like this treasure that she'd given me, and I didn't. I mean, when it was, but in hindsight, I didn't kind of understand at the time like how expendable the umbrellas are in Japan. And the same sort of story with the tenugui is that like I didn't really know that you could just like kind of get these anywhere and get them all the time and get them again and again and again and again. And so he gives me this tenugui, and I like put it on, you know, like I wear it on my head, and I'm like, I'm never taking this thing off my head. I'm gonna remember. And I was crying my eyes out. And when I left, when I was flying off the country, flying in the airplane, like leaving the country, and I was watching the islands disappear in the distance, I was bawling my eyes out. I'm getting choked up just like thinking about it now. I had such an amazing 2 weeks in Japan. I was like just floored, and I just dumb luck that I'd met these guys who I ended up like being the best men at their weddings. And so I'm in Thailand. I'm carrying this tenugui all over the place. I'm in Indonesia. I've got this tenugui all over the place. I'm in Myanmar. I'm in China. I'm in India, and I'm in Nepal. And I've got my signature tenugui that I got from Japan months and months and months earlier. And I was on a bus going to the Himalayan mountains, like way the fuck up in the mountains. And there was like, the bus was so uncomfortable and so crazy and so insane. This piece of shit, giant, like, you know, like a trash truck, basically, like a, you know, 5th generation, like trash truck that had been converted to a bus, that just like just a rattle box on wheels, like way up in the mountains. And I was bouncing so much in the seat of the ridiculously tiny. The only place that I could sit in the bus, the only place that I could fit, was in the middle, in the back, because it was the only place that was like long enough to have my feet. So I'm sitting there in the middle, and like it's on this like little you know, it's like on a little raised section, and my head keeps smashing into the ceiling every time we went over a giant bump. And it was like I was like getting concussed from riding on this bus. Then the goats get on the bus, and the chickens, and the bus is filled with like goats and chickens and this ridiculously loud music on this blown out speaker. And it was just like, ah. And I had like 8 more hours ahead of me to deal with this. And so I was like, I kept seeing these guys get on the top of the bus. And I was like, can I get on the top of the bus? And they were like, la 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 la. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a yes or a no, but I'm getting on the top of this bus. Surely it's got to be better than on the inside of the thing. So on this like ridiculously harrowing road where there's like the rice paddies that go like, you know, like 1,000 layers down the side of like a super steep mountain, things where like the roads get washed out and you can't pass anymore, you know, this like treacherous, the most dangerous roads in the world, like, you know, terrified for your life. I'm like riding on the top of this crazy dilapidated bus. And I realized that it's so dangerous on the top of this bus. There's like there's barely anything to keep you on. You're just holding on for dear life, for fear of like falling off of this thing. So you realize you can't even sit to like look at anything. So the safest way to enjoy is just to the safest way is to just like lay on your back and lay on this like luggage rack thing, and just look to the sky. And I was just riding with my eyes closed for hours. I don't know how many hours. And after so many treacherous turns, we finally got to a place where like somehow I sat up, and there were the Himalayan mountains. There was the giant, huge, magnificent Himalayan mountains, the tallest mountains in the world. And I was just like mesmerized, you know, awestruck, humbled. I had come like all this way. That was the destination. And as soon as I was just like in my moment of awe, boom, a tree limb hit me in the back of the head, and my tenugui went whing, and I went, no, and there goes my tenugui. And I'm like, stop. And they're like, you know, the buses just keep on going like, God damn it, that tenugui was so special and went with me all over the goddamn world. I gotta get that. Okay, then like I'm going to go back to Japan. I'm going to go back to Japan, and I'm going to get another fucking blue wave tenugui, just like my friend Katsu gave me. And it was kind of, this tenugui is symbolic of that memory. So I've had lots of them since, and I've given them as gifts, and I wear them, you know. And so like you can wear them in a million different ways, and I already talked about all the different ways that I use it. But my new way as of yesterday, as silly and stupid as it is, I know it is, but I'm a silly and stupid guy, so I'll admit it. And you don't have, you can, go ahead. Tell my mom I live in a trailer park. Go ahead. My friend Cheddar Bob did shoot himself in the foot. I'm still up here saying, fuck the free world. So here's my ridiculous hat, and I'm just gonna keep rocking it. So yeah, no shame. It's Brian style, it's Tokyo record style. It's Tokyo record style. Oh, so that was my tenugui story. You wanna talk about music? You look cool, you look great. Come on, come talk about music. Come on. You look so cool. This is a project. I'm looking for record collectors. Record 好きですか? Record. あれ持ってますか?
いや、レコードも持ってないけど。
あ、終わったね。でも music. This project is called Tokyorecordstyle. So 英語日本語どっちでも大丈夫ですか?
日本語の方がいいかな。
Okay, じゃあ日本語。じゃあ名前は何ですか?
いや、ちょっとダメ。
ダメ。これ YouTube です。Tokyo。ダメ。じゃあ最後はおすすめの音楽のおすすめのアルバム。Recommend some good music. 何でも。
私はね、レッド・セッペリンとか
Red Chili とか Deep Purple. Okay, Red Chili の一番好きなのは何ですか? 覚えてる? Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Red Chili 言った? Red Chili.
レッド・セッペリン。
Led Zeppelin ごめん。Led Zeppelin が一番好きは 4. Stairway to Heaven は is on 4. じゃあDeep Purple は Live in Japan.
ライブジャパンが好き。
Okay, じゃあお疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。Okay, a quick one. He didn't want to be. ありがとうございます。本当にありがとう。He didn't want to be on screen, but I said, what are your favorite records? He said, Zeppelin. I thought he said Red Chili, and then he said Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple. And he said his favorite was Stairway to Heaven and Live in Japan. Okay, I'll count that as 2. He looked properly cool. Yeah, I understand. It's not for everybody. Tom Waits has this great story where he's like, I often get asked, Tom, is it possible for a woman to get pregnant without intercourse? I often get asked. And he says, we have to go all the way back to the Civil War. There was a Union soldier who was shot by a Confederate enemy. The bullet pierced the scrotum of the Union soldier and lodged itself into the ovaries of a woman standing 100 feet behind him. The baby was born, everything was okay, and yes, it was a kind of intercourse, but not for everyone. Perhaps those who like action. I like that story. But yeah, street Vox Pop is not for everyone. Perhaps those who like action. Okay, I think we got to give up. This is getting to be a little bit ridiculous. All the record shops have closed. We could go talk to the guy who's making music. I have some water or some ocha. Have you had fun? Have you at least had fun? Have you enjoyed? Have you not been entertained? This is, I've gone full native. I'm drinking the Mugi Cha. This is the summertime drink of choice. It's barley tea, and it's not sweet, but it's better than water. It's like very refreshing. Let me read some of these comments. God, one more record collector. Come on, give us one. I think I need to, that idea, show me your records, is a great idea. I love that. Dan gave us that one. Let me see if I can read some of these. Yes, it was a cool adventure. My first trip to Japan. Dan B, it's Kevin from One Person's Opinion likes your idea. Adrian, I hope I explained the concept of the hanky. It's called a tenugui. It's a Japanese thing. You've seen like when it's a little bit stereotypical, but like when a wife sends her husband off to work, she might send him with like a lunchbox, a bento lunchbox, and she's tied up the bento lunchbox, with a, with a furoshiki. It's like a square version of one of these, and they use like the art of tenugui, or excuse me, the art of origami to make these intricate folds, and so they can basically just turn into like a little handled bag using like just a square piece of cloth. And with the tenugui, you can do it as well, but the tenugui is like a little bit more utilitarian. Furoshiki might have some finished stitching. It has some finished ends. The tenugui doesn't really have finished ends, and the more you sort of unwind it and wind it, it'll start to do things like that. But there's a whole world and a whole art of origami and folding furoshiki into different things. And you often will, if you're gonna buy like a gift, like let's say like a bottle of sake for somebody, maybe a wedding, or maybe you're just visiting somebody's home, you might bring a bottle of sake or something, and you'll wrap it in, or just a cake or anything really, and you'll wrap it in a furoshiki, and you'll present it to the host in the furoshiki, and you don't expect it back. It's part of the gift that you're giving. And then that person takes that furoshiki and gives it to the next person, and that's not really even considered rude. It's like, yeah. So and tenugui is a little bit like that, but different. Let me see if I can keep going with these comments. Post coitus, you like that, Yorner? I don't know where I got that. Let's see. It was indeed a cool adventure, Vinyl Vertigo, insane ventures 20 years ago. Yortimer, a multi-purpose cloth that you just have to remember the last thing you used. Very Japanese. Let's see. I've been learning a little bit about Japanese culture living in Honolulu. Very nice to have somebody from Honolulu. That's maybe a first. Very nice to have you here, Adrian, sorry. Honolulu, obviously, lots of Japanese influence and culture, and expats Japanese expats living in Honolulu. I've never been myself. I've never been. I also cried when I flew out of Tokyo. I totally understand. Yeah, I mean, it's just, very incredible. Hey, Art, North Carolina vinyl picker. Nice to see you. Wow, Himalaya Mountains, great reveal. Tree branch was your Zen awakening moment. Designed by Tibetans. It's true. I really did. Recommend some good music was a good catch line. Yeah. Say it to people in the VC and you'll never... Damn it. Oh, shoot. Come on. Hold on. Okay. It's a little bit much. Okay, I'm getting there. Can you guys see the comments on the screen? Oh, you guys can see the comments, maybe. Or can you not? As I'm sitting here scrolling them, can you see them? With a bullet. Okay, Yornimer has been entertained. Cheers. Yuto Hiroi, nice to see you. Yeah, Brian said, I live in Shimo-Kitazawa 20 minutes ago. I happened to see you wearing a Big Love Records t-shirt. Yeah, then I was sure it was Brian. Nice, dude. Yeah, Yuto. Yeah, come say hello next time. Nice. Grasshopper teas in the house. What's up, dude? And having a blast. Nice to have you here. It's been great. Cheers, man. I appreciate all the positive. Ed Topo in the house. I get those drinks in the Korean section. Yeah, fruit, barley, tea. It's nice. They're really nice. How about the cantaloupe melon that costs $50 given as a gift? Yes, that's a thing. That's a thing. Can't see the comments. Okay. Well, I hope you guys can see each other's comments, or no, you can't. Can you guys scroll back and see each other's comments? Okay, I'm going to say we officially got 2 people. I kind of don't want to give up until I've had a proper 3. I feel like that should be like a, you'd think there'd be I'd be batting them away. Maybe, yeah, it's okay. I'm having fun. I'm not distressed about it. I just want to entertain you guys. 3 dudes with guitars just walked behind you. Yeah. I could go interview, like it's not that, it's not so easy to just it's not so easy to, how to say, sometimes I always say that, like, when you come to Japan and you live here a long time, you basically end up learning 3 or 4 languages, and they're subtle languages. They're not just English and Japanese. It's like how to be understood English is a language that you learn. How to be understood English, which is not English. It's a different version of English that you think you know, but you do not know. Trust me. Like if I go to America with my Japanese friends, and my American friends start talking to my Japanese friends, I know which words the Japanese people don't know. They don't know the the ums, or they know like they don't know, like, want to go to the movies. They know, shall we go to the movies tonight? Shall we go to the cinema tonight? So you have to learn that, that how to be understood English. Then you also have to learn, like, this technique where you go up to somebody and you say hello, and they say, I don't speak English, you're a foreigner. And you say, like, okay, relax. I only know a little. I can only say, I'm fine, and you, how are you? I'm fine, and you, and you're like, okay, well, then that's where we'll go. We'll get to that level. You learn how to adjust and ride the wave. You learn how to oh my God, let's see. Can I get by? It's a 3-minute walk from here. Dude, come. Dude, you can be our third and final person, Yuto. I'm trying to remember if Yuto, have I photographed you for Tokyorecordstyle? I feel like I know your name, Yuto. Dude, come. If you want to come, we can come have a interview. By all means. If you're 3 minutes away, I'll wait for you here for 3 minutes. I've been going an hour and 15. I'll go an hour and a half. I think these things are about an hour and a half long. That's about how long they're going to go. I worked for 2 Japanese companies and got a lot of nods from coworkers. Hi. Yes. Yeah, and I do it too. I'm very guilty of it. If you say, my wife, who doesn't speak much English, believe it or not, like, if she goes home with to my family, and my parents are like, hey, what do you feel like? Do you want to go for Italian, or you want to go for Mexican? She's like, yes. And they're like, no, but which do you prefer? Do you prefer Mexican or do you prefer Italian? She's like, yes. She's like, lost. And I do the same thing. Even that, when I was talking to that Korean guy earlier, he said a few things where I was just like, that was all right. I didn't really quite catch exactly what he was saying. That's okay though. God, good grief. Holy moly. Summertime in Tokyo. Do you guys want to talk about music? 音楽のコメントある? 音楽のコメント? ない? I almost got I tend to win over, like, lovely, slightly aged ladies. They tend to, like, yes, I tend to do well with the senior women's age bracket. Surely there has got to be some more. Yeah, there's a window, and there's a place. But the show, that's the big, I feel like I won the jackpot. This was all worth it for that comment from Dan. Oh, Adrian, are you not Adrian from Psycho Platters this morning, are you? We missed out there. They were lovely. Oh wait, here we go. No, I thought so. Now this would be like the second wave. There could be a second wave here. There's also like the midnight. Okay, no, sorry to make that mistake. Adrian, am I saying your name right? Adrian. I feel like there's a couple of different ways. Adrian. I feel like there's a couple of different ways I could pronounce your name. Adrian is the only way I feel like I could pronounce it differently. But at any rate, how do you know about Tokyorecordstyle? I don't recall seeing your name before. Have you been watching the channel for a little bit? Happy to have you commenting. From Honolulu. That's very cool. There's a family. Might be fun to be on TV. Yeah, I think that, let's see. Yes, I visit Pilmer's channel. Okay, Michael Pilmer. I don't know about Michael Pilmer very well. He's like, somehow I'm following him, but like, I don't get. Oh, すみません。すみません。今日レコードのコメいいですか？ごめん、3人で。友達ちょっと3分ぐらいありますか？ It's on a YouTube. ダメ？顔ダメ。Okay, じゃあ顔ダメ。Okay, じゃあwe have a record collector here. He doesn't want to show his face, but he scored some records from Disc Union. He's got Nat King Cole, Love is Here to Stay. Very nice. In the shrink rack. これ新品かな？ Used. Okay, これDisc Union から。Wow, 素晴らしい。Nat King Cole, After Midnight. Okay. Wow, look at this 写真。最高。Look how beautiful this photo is. They don't make photos like this anymore. That's gorgeous photo. 写真はすごい綺麗。And これは誰？Buddy Rich Trio. Wow, nice. With the Japanese obi. これ高かった？安い。これはどのぐらいかな？1500円。It's about 1500 yen. Okay. このプロジェクトはtokyorecordstyleという東京のレコードコレクターマニアックのプロジェクトです。いや、もちろんジャズ好きです。女性の方は好きな音楽は何ですか？何？もう一回。小田和正. Okay, sorry. I didn't quite catch it. I don't know it. 有名な artist. Okay. Okay, of course. Jazz vocalist. A Japanese jazz vocalist. Okay. Can I... 見せてもいいですか? Can I show? Okay, this is who we're... Yeah, I think he's like Japanese rock and roll legend. 違う. Okay. 恥ずかしい知らない。ごめんなさい。僕はそんな深いの日本の文化はちょっとごめんなさい。でも 60s 時代、60s、70s 時代。Okay. 今日なんか3人でレコード屋さん行きましたか？
ライブに行きました。
ライブ？どんなライブ？これから。
私たちの子供がバンドをやって。
わー、最高！応援したい。何のバン？ロックンロール。どこ？このライブハウス？Daisy Bar. Okay, his son is playing in a band, and he and his friends, 家族？友達？Tomodachi, they have the three of them. I really wish they'd come on camera. Hello, are you and I? Avant-Garde Club. The Avant-Garde Club is Nani-san. Namae or nickname?
Mr. B.
Mr. B-san. Mr. B-san's son is in a band called Avant-Garde Club, and they played the Daisy Live House. Daisy Bar tonight. Okay, and he got some jazz records. Demo. Okay, じゃあ we'll 応援します。We'll cheer them. Okay. Okay, Avant-Garde Club. Avant_Garde Club. Is it coming in focus? Let's get them some followers. Everybody go follow Avant-Garde Club. They look very cool. Oh, この building 知ってる. I know this building. It's Tokyo Tower の方. Okay, and your son is a guitar player, Mr. B-san. Okay. So,
my son is play the drums.
Drums, okay, all right, Mr. B's drums. So if you wanna go see Avant-Garde Club, go say that you met Mr. B. You met the drummer's dad on the streets of Tokyo, Shimo-Kitazawa. すみません、ありがとうございます。お疲れ様です。すみません、バカのうるさいの外国人。すみません。ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Okay, they didn't want to be on camera, but that's okay. Got some nice Nat King Cole. What was the other one? Buddy Rich Trio. And yeah, okay, interesting. We made the most of it. They were cool. What? Yeah. I'm gonna say not quite as old as my parents. Maybe 60s, 65-ish. Cool, annoying Tokyo folks. Cool, anonymous Tokyo folks. Okay. Maybe you need some anonymizing mosaic capabilities on your live stream. Yeah, that would be pretty slick, right? Michael Pilmer and Tokyo Brian could really work those crowds in unison. Okay, is Michael Pilmer, is he like a crowd worker? I don't know that about him. He's the Devo guy, right? And he's got like kind of like a crazy stream. You're a record collector. Oh, Nani-san. Yuto, Brian. Oh, Psycho, nice t-shirt. Yuto, 写真と会ったことある?
No.
No, first time. Okay, this is Yuto. Yuto is following the channel, and he's got his Keith Jarrett piano concerts on. Nice, Yuto. Nice to see you. Have you? We never met before. First time.
Yes, first time.
And you're following me on Instagram or following me on YouTube?
Instagram and YouTube.
Okay. Are you Japanese?
I'm Japanese.
Okay. Welcome. Thanks for coming to say hello. I love your shirt. I just recently got Sun Bear recordings. Do you know? So it's the Japanese. He did the Paris ones. He did all this. This is the Paris one. He also did a Japan one, and it's 10 records at the Sun Bear recordings.
Like 10 LPs.
10 LPs. Saikin kata. I bought it recently. Yeah, yeah, it was reasonable. It was 7,000 yen.
7,000 yen.
どうも? Was it expensive? Come a little closer. Come a little closer. So he's got his Keith Jarrett shirt on. Yuto-san.
Yes.
Yuto-san, you're following Tokyorecordstyle. He lives 3 minutes from here. We're breaking up a little bit. And you came down to say hello. Your main skina genre is jazz.
Yes, like modern jazz.
Okay. Are you a musician yourself?
No.
Okay. How did you get into jazz? What's your musical journey to jazz?
Well, I used to live in LA
Okay.
and for about 3 years.
Wonderful. But I can hear a little British, a little Queen's English in your accent, no?
Yeah, I like British.
Okay.
And yeah, when I was in elementary school, I happened to listen to like Miles Davis,
Okay, nice.
Coltrane.
Okay.
Dean
Did your
Morgan.
parents turn you onto it, or you just found it on your own?
I found it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well done. All right. So are you a Tokyo guy? Are you originally from Tokyo?
I came from Chiba.
Chiba. Okay, my wife's from Chiba. She's from Mobara.
Obara.
Where? Well, I don't know. I don't want to tell your private life. But you're living in Tokyo for 5, 10 years?
2 years.
2.
Yes.
Okay, and you live in around here? This is your kind of hometown neighborhood-ish?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
my neighborhood.
And are you collecting records?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have a big record collection? Did you just start your record collection recently?
It was about 5, 6 years.
Okay. How many records have you collected so far? All jazz or all genres?
All genre.
Okay.
Yeah, about like more than like 100.
Okay, well
Yeah.
done. Well, nice. Okay. What's on your want list? What's on your dream list right now?
I love rock, like Japanese rock from 70s,
Okay. Me too. I'm a huge Hosono fan, a big Happy End
Ah.
fan.
and I love Flower Traveling Band.
Yeah, Flower Traveling Band's great.
Satori.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I put it on my want list.
Okay,
Yeah.
well done. All right, cool. And where do you like to? What record shop do you like around here? I mean, is there one? They're all great, but is there one that you like more than the others, or is there one you always go to? Disc Union or
Yeah,
Disc Union?
and Flash Disc Ranch.
Flash? Okay, Flash Disc Ranch. We love Flash Disc Ranch. Okay, very cool. Yeah, and what about like I'm living in Shimo-Kitazawa or I don't live here anymore, but I lived here for 10 years. And this was all different when I lived here before. This was like a little, like a black, do you know the history of Shimo-Kitazawa? It was kind of like after the war, in the 50s, this is where you could go, you could get like more, there was like rationing. I don't know how to say in Japanese, but there was like, you can only buy limited rice or limited foods or limited things. But in Shimo-Kitazawa, there was a little bit easy way to buy more things. It was called the like black market of Tokyo. Do you know this? Do you know this history?
Yamiichi.
Yamiichi ka. Yamiichi. Hokani, where else in Tokyo is the Yamiichi? Do you know, is Shimokita famous for that? For Japan? No? Okay. I know this is true for Shimokita. And there is there's a tea shop, like a, matcha, like ocha, dento tekina, naka tea roaster, who's very close to here. And it looks just like a typical tea shop, but the owner is like third or fourth generation of the tea like sommelier or something like this. And I think it's one of the oldest businesses in Shimokitazawa. And he has the special EQ level of ocha understanding. And he can buy the most premium tea before all the other tea buyers. And he has a special tea tasting experience. It's like 1000 yen or 2000 yen or something like that. And you can taste the Niman, Ichigram, Niman no, or something super premium tea. And I recommend it. It's somewhere back here. But he has he has many pictures of Shimo-Kitazawa from 100 years ago. His family is like living here for over 100 years. So you can just ask him, if you go there, ask him to see the photos of Shimo-Kita from 100 years ago. It's really interesting, yeah. I recommend it, yeah. So so everything changed a little bit for me. Like my favorite bars are some of them are still there, but they were here, but they're not here anymore. Do you have a few, what's a great restaurant that you can recommend in Shimo-Kitazawa?
Restaurant.
Anywhere is okay, but I'm sure. What's your favorite these days?
I usually go to the restaurant called Dododo.
Dododo. I don't know about it. Dododo.
Yeah, it's in kanji. Do you know?
I don't know the kanji. I probably won't be able to. It won't be that funny to me.
It's called tsuchi.
Okay, it's ground, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Sand, ground.
Okay.
And 3 tsuchis.
3 tsushis.
And it's called Dododo.
Dododo. Okay, so this is a fun game that Japanese people often play. Of course, they have the like pictograph kanji, alphabet, and you can often like see games on TV where there's some kind of play on words and double meanings. And so you recommend Dododo. Dododo, it means land, and it's 3 kanji. It's probably quite unusual, and it probably is more charming to kanji readers. I'm sadly a pretty bad kanji reader. Okay, what about how about a cafe? Any cafe you recommend? A coffee shop or jazz kisa or anything cool that you recommend in Shimokita?
I know. Do you know Tone List?
No.
It's kind of a jazz cafe.
Toneless.
Yeah.
Toneless. Okay.
They usually play like ECM records.
Okay, cool.
On vinyl.
Okay, nice.
And it was so great.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, toneless. Toneless, L-E-S-S?
List.
Tone list. Okay, L-I-S-T. Right. All right, toneless. And it's Ichibangai Doku no ho. Where is it?
Near Disc Union.
Near Disc Unit. Okay. On the B1, it has the neon lights?
Yes.
That place? With the neon lights. Soto no neon lights. Okay, I know where that is. I think we've even. Okay, that's good to know about. I've never been there before. All right, cool.
They're making good hot dogs and
Okay.
pudding cake.
Okay, nice. Sounds nice. Okay, well, cool, man. Well, you'll have to link me up on Instagram. Let's be friends. We're having sometimes we have. Do you know about Tokyo Record Style homepage? Tokyo.record.style and Instamo. I'm announcing on Instagram, but we make a day where we all go to the record store together. And you should come to the next event we have. Yeah, well, sometimes we're doing like a DJ event at, do you know Mustard Hotel?
No.
There's like a new, over there by the Reload shopping center. There's a hotel called Mustard Hotel. And in all the rooms, they have a record player in all the hotel rooms. So it's kind of like a date night. Go shopping in Shimo-Kitazawa for records, then it's like nice. It's premium hotel. It's takakunai, it's not expensive, but it's like, it's better than a Love Hotel, is what I'm trying to say, I think. And they have a bar called Kurage, and it's quite cool in Shibuya and Oshare, and sometimes we're having an event there. So please, are you doing DJ sometimes?
No.
Okay, you want to come do DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, come be a guest DJ at our thing. You can do anybody can do it. It's quite fun, and we're doing like a talk show and DJ event. So we can invite you to come be a guest at a future event. Okay, Yuto-san, so nice to meet you. 本当にありがとうございます. Thank you for. You're only 3 minutes away.
Yes.
Not so far to walk. Okay.
Yeah.
本当にありがとうございます. You're 3. I met 2.5 record collectors. So now, お疲れ様です. I'm finished. I finished. Really, so cool that he came by. Hold on, let's see if there's any questions for you. Come on, let's just see if there's any questions. Donkey. There's no donkey in Shibuya. Don Quixote. Shibuya, or no, Shimo-Kitazawa nai. There's no donkey in Shibuya. In Shimokita? Oh, so this there is one. Yeah, it's keiko dekai ne. I forgot about it. There is a big donkey. Yes, we do go to donkey sometimes. これは touch できない. So 後ろから I'm doing it from behind. Let's see. Remember buying Olivia Newton-John albums? Okay, I don't know. Do you guys have any questions for Yuto? Hi, Yuto. Braving the Tokyo Brian interview. You're brave. You're brave. So cool from the chat to the screen. Okay, cool. Cool, a Tokyo resident. Tokyo. Okay, mina cool. They're all saying cool. The piano was in tune. Okay, better than the Cologne concert. Okay, that's another one. The Cologne concert is Keith Jarrett. Another Keith Jarrett concert. Yeah. Germany, yeah. Okay, for some fun. Okay, that was very cool. All right, cheers, dude. 本当にありがとうね. Have a nice night. Have a nice summer. Yeah, man. Cheers, dude. Yeah, so nice to meet you. Okay, thanks for coming. I'm gonna say bye to these guys and yeah, 本当にありがとうございます. I appreciate it. Bye. 本当にありがとう. Okay, see you. Yeah, psycho. That was awesome. Yuto-san. 本当にありがとう. また今度. Wow, that's great. I fucking love Shimo-Kita. The guy sees me streaming on YouTube and he's like, hey, I'm nearby. Should I stop by? Like, fuck yeah. That's what it is. It's like a village. It's like the village. Man, that was fun. They're singing Hey Jude back there. Na, 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 na. Can you hear them? Hey Jude. We'll go sing with them. We'll psych him up. Oh no, he's stopping. Oh, they stopped singing. Oh, sumimasen. I saw a record go by. Something had a mask on. Something makes me think he had a mask on. Like that's just in the middle of the summer. That's not really a great sign. Okay, let's see. Remember, Totsuchi is that kanji. Thank you, Larks. I didn't know that kanji. I should know that one. Adrian, how do you know Don Quixote? That's pretty cool. That's a crazy place. I'll take you to Don Quixote sometime. It's crazy. I wish they were still singing that. No. I would go sing it with them. Okay, wait. This Olivia. Yeah, these comments, they're hard to keep up. Okay, Olivia Newton-John album, 1980, mostly for her Kinky Helmet Newton album photo. Okay. That's when Brian would have stopped me in the street. Hey, show us what you bought. Why'd you buy that? I wouldn't judge. I'm not, you should know that about me by now. I'm not going to judge you for buying I'm not for anything. It's not at all. I'm not my interest whatsoever. I want to know why you bought it. But I do want to know that the Helmet Newton angle. That's interesting. That's the place Yuto mentioned. Yes, do. Cheers. Yeah. I'm going to go check it out. And there was another one. List. I'll have to remember I'll have to go back and check what it was. Sweet, I remember Psycho Platter's chatter doing that. Hold on, I missed it. Then next second, he steps into Psycho Platter's living room. Surreal. Not sure I caught that totally. They have him in Honolulu. Don Quixote is in Honolulu. We call him Donkey here, by the way, Adrian, if you don't know that. They're just Donkey. Let's go buy the Donkey. Love me some Donkey, says Yornor. It's true. I like Donkey too. They have them in Honolulu. My favorite grocery store. They have a great selection of Japanese products. Yep. Yes, Donkey. Do they call him Donkey in Honolulu as well? Donkey. I think that's so cute and funny. Good morning, Wyoming Dave. 40, that was The physical album. 40s. Oh no, wait. Let's see. That was a physical album. Okay, you guys are getting like, it's getting salacious in here. There's a song too. Donkey. Oh yeah, that song, the Don Quixote song. I'm thinking of the big camera. I can hear the big camera one in my. That guy looks like he's got records in his bag. That's definitely records, but it's a vinyl, not a record store bag. Okay, well, Yuto was a great way to, I think, a great way to wrap this up. It's summer. It is the time where we can about wrap it up, I think. Although this is the second this is the window where the shops have closed, they've gone to dinner, and they're on their way home. And there's the potential to catch another one. That was cool though. It was very nice of Yuto to stop by. Very nice. Okay, well, I think I will say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for hanging out. 40, as always, Wyoming Dave, Adrian from Honolulu. Ed Topo, remind me where you are, Ed Topo. I've forgotten. Yornimer in the house in LA. 4D in Manchester. I don't know if you guys want me to, if it's top secret where. Larks, where in the world are you? Grasshopper TV. Toronto, I'm gonna say. Did I get that right? If you're still around. I don't want to oblige anybody to stay around. Yeah, so that's gonna be the Shimo-Kitazawa. Okay, so that was fine. That went fine. Grasshopper, I mentioned Grasshopper. Is it Dan B? God, that was such a great suggestion. Show me your records. I'm totally gonna make a half-ass like cardboard sign post, and I'm gonna write, "Show me your records." It's a great idea. Help me out with some stickers, folks. I'm gonna really appeal to you. Hook me up. I want to get some stickers. I'm busted. My kid's going to America this summer, and I'm in the hole. Ninox 111. Yo, what's up? I didn't see your comment. Sorry about that. Yes, the cantaloupe. One person's opinion. Kevin in Oz somewhere. I've forgotten where it is. Sydney, maybe. I feel embarrassed. I keep forgetting. North Carolina vinyl picker. Art was in the house. DJ Vinyl Vertigo on Florida time. I'm just scrolling back through the comments here. Dan B, man, hold on. Was that the one? Brian, you need a sign that says "Show me your records." The fact that that's the wordage that you chose, "Show me your records," that's so good. That's like better than like I like it. Show me your records. I'm straight up gonna just use that. Okay, Peter McCartney was in the house coming in from Glasgow. Dan B, where in the world are you? I think I got all you guys. Oh, Grateful was in the house. Who was Grateful? Rana is great. Zeb was in the house. Zeb, I forget where Zeb and did I send Zeb? Is Zeb Led Zeppelin Zeb? Is that you? Am I getting two guys confused? I sent Zeb maybe some Kiss records at one point. Zeb, I didn't see you here earlier. Liz, Don't Let Me Down was put on the Past Masters. Okay, that was your comment. I guess this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to like scroll back and like read all these comments. But I just kind of like to see who was here. James Farley was also in the house. RM was in the house. And I think that's just about everybody. Okay. Let me see if any of you guys told me where you were coming from. Hot damn! Lane's in the house. Morning, my friend. Hey, Lane. Nice to see you here. Thanks for getting up, having my morning coffee. Okay, cheers, guys. Yeah, UK Southampton, Ed Topo is. Cool, dude. UK in the house. CAD73, 3 weeks ago, I was there buying records. Man, next time you're here, say hello. Hey, Brian, fun live stream as always. Sea Fury 10. Appreciate you being here. Yuto in the house. It was nice talking to you too, dude. I really appreciate you coming by. That was so nice. Really cool. Thank you so much. Oh, there's some records. Oh, sumimasen. Sumimasen. Kyo record kata? Record? Record de wanai. Okay, it's the same size as a record bag, but it wasn't a record bag. I need to like have a t-shirt that says like show me your records. In addition to the sign. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do it again, believe it or not. I'm going to get home. I didn't plan to go this long. I'm going to do it again tomorrow night in Shibuya at the main place at 9, unless something goes haywire. I am going to do it again. I'll scale it back a little bit. I don't plan on doing it like so frequently, but I wanted to just try my luck at Shimo-Kitazawa. It went as expected, basically. It went well. And maybe if this is the right time to do it and that there's enough people to tune in at this time, maybe that's the plan, because it's actually earlier and better for me to do it this time than it is to do in Shibuya later. So, yeah. I think maybe this was a good little experiment. I'm experimenting. Consider this like just runway. This is all just runway before we're going to take off with this Vox Pop concept. I think it's fun. I should do it once a week, maybe once or twice a week. Okay. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe. I'm like, YouTube's throttling me or something like that. I'm like, I've been stuck at this. I watched the channel go like, it does all kinds of crazy things, but like, I've noticed like it's stuck at a number for like a month. Like it has not budged, which is just like, what's that about? You know, like zero, like it's like zero, truly like zero. Like, did I turn something off or like, what's the deal? So if you're not subbed up, then please sub, and also please like. Can you smash the like button? I would really appreciate it. I think it does actually help. And if you're so inclined, and sorry to just be so scattered, I'm just like looking for any last minute record people. If you're so inclined, by all means share. And if you want to help me build it out a little bit, if you want to like contribute to the cardboard, the cardboard fund, then please throw me a couple Klubex. My currency of choice is Klubex. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Otsukare-sama desu. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, mark your it's 9 p.m. So 45 minutes earlier is when I'm going to start this tomorrow. And maybe I'll see you there. Come with some questions maybe. Okay, I see some last comments here. Tokyo Record Style on the logo on the mic would be cool. Yes, I'm gonna do like maybe the smiley face on one side and then Tokyo Record Style. It's like it takes time. It's like got a lot going on, and I'm like I'm in. This is goofing off. This is goofing off. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I like this show me your record sign, like the sandwich board 4D, but like I think like even the cardboard like stuck to the side of the like this is actually a good spot. I like this spot. This is kind of cool. These guys like they're conspicuously in the shot. I think they might want to be interviewed. Okay, bye Lane, bye everybody. Thanks again. I'm gonna come back over here. Thank you guys. See you on the next stream. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.